Since you didn't game Friday, I used your channel to pump up Plural's game stream.
Mrs. Flu. Yeah.
That's what we did on Valentine's Day. She pulled stuff. Stuff that isn't new.
You know, the irony is that my wife was really tired and went to bed early. It's like, I could have just done a gaming stream.
You were there. We cared.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, Sherry. Oh, this is kind of weird. Come on, guys. Culture doesn't last that long. Get a move on.
That's not very nice.
I still have the clip of Culture saying, I've got nothing going on under the desk.
That's not very nice.
I mean, let's be honest. He's kind of right, though. I mean, you do go to bed at like 10 o'clock.
I'm tired.
I don't blame you. If you weren't streaming, I would be going to bed now, too. Yeah, the great thing is we get to go and start comparing our numbers that we predicted for Captain America, Brave New 1984, Fahrenheit 450. I'm running out of things.
I liked mine. I super chatted Gary on Friday telling him that I wrote a song called F-U-E-N-K.
He read it.
Mm-hmm. It was Captain America, Brave New Toilet Wand.
Excuse me, you'd like to have this flower?
Brave New Toilet Wand.
Excuse me,
Kind of
sir, would you...
accurate, to be honest.
Donation to the Reverend Moon?
Corey just came back to you. You punched him in the gut.
Well, kind of fucking had a comment, let's be honest.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Buddhism.
Help Jerry's kids?
Help Gary's kids.
Scientology?
More nuclear power?
I used to volunteer for the Jerry Lewis telephone.
Did you volunteer for Jerry's kids?
I did actually. I volunteered for a long time post high school with severely affected children.
I'm affected right now.
You guys see that Trump is renaming the Milky Way the American Way?
Good.
the candy bar or the galaxy?
The galaxy.
Oh, it's funny. It's Newsom's fault. That's funny.
That shit's hilarious.
What's this called?
So if Gaza comes under American control, what's going to be renamed to?
If he turns it into a resort,
Gazalago.
Gazalago, yeah.
There we go.
But if he turns that into Gazalago, I'm going to save up all the money I have, forsaking my children and all that stuff, to make sure that all of us
We have to all go.
and have a week's vacation in Gazalago.
He's going to donate it to Elon and call it the Musk Strip.
I'll check my Twitter DMs.
Penis. Gagging you with entertainment.
Amongst other things.
Uh-oh. Randall sent a link.
Oh,
That's never good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday, where we finally get to do the box office review of the performance of probably one of the dumbest MCU films ever made. And no, I'm not talking about The Eternals. That's just abysmal trash. This movie's actually retarded. Functionally retarded.
Yes.
I'd say functionally drunk, but
no, that's word salad lady.
yeah, that's Kamala Harris. So anyway, hi everyone.
Hello.
I hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a great weekend. Anyway, here's the rest of the panel, and we have a very special guest.
Yay!
His name's Corey.
Oprah.
Hi. It's good to be back, everybody.
Yeah.
I know you've all forgotten who I am, so go check out What the Food on Talkslot Entertainment.
What the food?
Remember.
What the food?
It's the food. What
have you been up to, man? Hey, how you been?
Pretty good. Adjusting to working overnights, kicked my ass for a while, and life, you know how it is. It just keeps going no matter what you do.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
pretty accurate. That must be nice having a job.
Yeah, it is. Actually, I'm in a better place now than I honestly ever have been. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to being in a better place, but that place will probably be 6 feet under.
Well, death is
Yeah.
a blessing. So, just
And a
saying.
curse. Anyway,
Love is also a
dark
battlefield.
jokes aside,
What?
welcome back, sir. I'm glad you're here.
Okay.
You can jump into
Glad
some
to be back.
Super chats
I
real
didn't
quick.
do it.
We are young.
Indeed.
We
TVG
are-
Monster for $2. Hi, comics and everyone. Howdy to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend.
Oh no.
Speaking of great weekends, rolling the register for $50. Captain Hand-Me-Down, Not American, Brave New World order. Brave New World order. That's funny. Probably will be losing Bob Iger's $250 million at least if the yearly projected holds or gets worse for Dirt Brown. Yeah, that's not good. Bob Iger could lose $600 million at the theaters in Q2, and that will be an awesome QT earnings call. Yeah, Q2, not QT. Yeah, dude, that's one of the things that we'll be covering tonight is talking about these opening numbers. And yeah, I mean, when you compare it to a movie that
1.5
released around the same time
billion
period 2 years ago, it's underperforming. It is underperforming.
Come now. Captain America Brave New World was #1 at the box office on a Saturday afternoon at 2
With
p.m.
no competition.
The
Yeah,
ever
you're right. It was
Saturday
#1
ever.
because it had no fucking competition. I mean,
Saturday
the
2
funny thing
p.m.
about
worldwide.
the funny thing about this whole narrative that they're spinning is like, oh, it cost 180 million. Is that the actual reshoot number that you guys are going with?
That was just a
No.
coffee and pastries budget.
Dude, yeah. The funny thing is, like, Culture Crave, dude, has been fucking simping for this movie, and we'll pull that up because that shit is fucking hilarious, man. Now, Tox, you have gone and captured our
Thoughts.
yeah, I was gonna say our
Yes.
You need to return them
Predictions.
as quickly as you can.
I have.
Okay.
And
I have the
let's-
opening weekend prediction numbers.
Okay, I'm going to explode this up a bit so people can see.
It's going to explode.
Now remember-
explode.
These opening weekend numbers are domestic.
Right.
Okay? They
Mhm.
are domestic.
Yeah, we did not include the international, I believe. Yeah, it
We
was
did
just
a 4-day opening weekend domestic. We did a domestic total and we did a world box office total.
Yeah, well, I mean, the totals obviously is once that it leaves the theater. So, we got at least
Thank you
a couple
for
more weeks
explaining
for
that,
that, right? I
comments.
mean,
I did not know.
but yeah, so far, Captain America, Brave New 1984, has raked in 87 million domestically. I want to say I said 50 to 60, so I'm pretty sure that blew my total out.
Yes, we have captured our thoughts.
Yes. And when we do an actual comparison, I think it's here. Yeah, compare with another movie. I'm going to go and search for Ant-Man. And it's going to provide me with multiple
Something funny.
options. Yeah.
I'm typing and I'm typing.
Are you typing? Okay, so as we all know, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, or Commie-Mania, or whatever you want to call it, did underperform. It did not make its money back. I forgot how much the budget was. Was it 250 or did it actually get pushed more up to 300?
No. I think it was 280, but it
280?
don't matter.
Yeah. Okay. So when we go and look at the opening numbers for this movie,
Can you embiggen
Here we
that? Oh, no,
And
wait,
biggin.
sorry. You're fine.
it's already embiggened. So here we go. First Friday, 40 million for Captain America, Brave New 1984, Fahrenheit 457. And
It's Brave
Ant-Man-
New Toilet Wand.
yeah, Brave New Toilet One. I like that. That's pretty fucking funny. So it made $6 million less that first day. The Saturday, we have 27 million versus 33 million. Of course, we have the gross totals here, 67 versus 80. And then we have 20 million versus 25 million and 87 million versus 106. So domestically, okay. So hands down, another movie that was a massive flop for its time because it did not do well 2 years ago when Quantumania came out.
Nope.
Mrs. Flu often calls me a massive flop.
Well, I mean,
Actually, that's not true. She calls you a small flop, just a very small.
yeah, there's that. Yeah, so it's going to underperform and it's going to do less money than Quantumania, which
well, that's a really rough
worldwide?
comparison,
Wow.
isn't it? To be less than
yeah,
that.
463 was the total. Wow. Yeah. Yep. So it should be fun to talk about next Monday when we see the week 2 drop off, which has been pretty fucking huge. So if I go and remove this, and we just get back to the regular numbers here for this movie, and I made it too fucking big. Let me shrink this down. All right, there we go. Return back, and we just go and take a look at this number. God, dude, seriously, there we go. 31% drop off, 26% drop off. Yeah, not good.
Word of
not
mouth
good.
ain't helping it.
No, it is certainly not. And we
how much
don't,
did you say it costs to produce?
they are claiming 180 million, which is fucking horseshit. Okay,
But there are
That's
3
a
or 4
lie.
reshoots.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Lie.
This
Sorry.
is probably the cost for the reshoots, right? If they basically said, "Hey, we made a brand new movie and this is how much it cost," and completely ignore the other reshoots and the original shoot of the movie, yeah, you're probably right. It's probably 180 million. I think we've seen projections as high as what, Coulter? Was it 360, 380?
380, I think.
You're muted if you're talking, man. Yeah, you're muted.
It's I've seen projections over 400 million, but I'm going to go with 375 because that's the most reliable one.
Yeah. And they're trying to debunk that number right now.
And they can't. And like even some of the like mainstream guys that reported the what was it, the publicized budget or the budget before filming, even the people who threw that 180 number out there are like, wow, we are going to get destroyed if we stick with this.
Yeah.
And they are.
I'm
They
trying to
opened in
find
4,000 theaters.
4,000
That's really poor performance. How many theaters did
Quantumania?
my brain's breaking. Yeah.
Ant-Man, probably similar.
I don't know. Let me go and open that up and I'll look it up because I think the comparison didn't show the theater numbers. Maybe it did. I don't know. But I'm going to say that it might have been less. I don't know.
Because with 4,000 theaters, you'd think they'd at least pull in, like with a big name titled Marvel movie, you would expect them to pull in at least 200 opening weekend. That's worldwide. But I think people are burned out on it.
Okay, so Quantumania actually opened in more theaters. They had 4,345 theaters that this opened in, where we have 4,105. So there was actually less.
200 in, huh?
Yeah, over 200 less theaters.
I guess they should have left those in. They might have actually made some more money.
I doubt
They
it.
probably don't exist due to the Biden economy.
Right.
That's also
a fair
a good
point.
possibility. Yeah.
Fair point.
I'm waiting for the USAID thing
Oh my God.
to come through where they start having all that money going to the studios to prop this stuff up.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they were like spending. They spent $4 million
I'm
on
going to tell
somebody
you.
to go to Zelensky, one of the
I look.
stars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, if we're going to pay for production numbers from talented people, we
so
should
I
be
figured
doing it in
it's
the
not
U.S.
that big of a jump to think that they were paying Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turns
so
out it
this-
wasn't BlackRock. It was our tax dollars.
Yeah, it was us all along. So Culture Crave posted out that Captain America 4 probably needs to make 425 million worldwide to break even. Yeah, it's currently at 192 million after its opening weekend, and they get torched. Culture Crave is massively getting torched, and it's funny because they went and blocked a few people as a result of this. And of course they include the link to Deadline. Yeah, budget and costs are two different things. The budget, and the funny thing is they then in certain articles have been running with budgeted. Okay, they budgeted 180 million, which is a very tricky way of saying, yeah, we thought it was going to cost this, but it actually cost more. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, the shit that's going on. The budget Disney greenlit for this movie 5 years ago is damn certain not what they wound up actually spending after the huge delays, reshoots, re-edits, and redoing 10 times the VFX work. Yeah. Culture Crave. Was it?
They haven't
this?
blocked me yet. They blocked Jeremy.
Yeah, they blocked Jeremy. They blocked Gary.
Everybody blocks Jeremy.
Yes. I have not been blocked, which obviously because I pulled a Culture Crave. Okay, so budget was 180 million. Marketing was 245 million. Just crazy how much goes into marketing. I haven't seen any reports of the marketing budget, but $180 million movie is generally nowhere near that high. Dude, have you been fucking paying attention to Marvel? I mean, with all the reports of like the movies. Okay, and we will find out. We will find out the actual fucking budget because of the UK tax returns. Okay, that it will come out. If they go and film a movie in the UK, they are legally obligated to basically report the budget of the film.
Unless the movie tweets out something hateful, in which case they don't publish the numbers.
Yep. Yeah. Budget 180 million, spent 3 million, 850 break even. And this is the one I thought was really funny. Okay, so this is the big one here where everybody starts basically calling bullshit on Culture Crave with this, and the 350 to 375 budget, and of course that was IMDb, but I know that was actually reported fucking elsewhere. But it says the Hollywood Reporter debunked that World of Real 350 million budget thing a while back. IMDb is a site where anyone with an account can add info. To info I've shared above is from the trade site Deadline. Yeah. The real numbers will come out. They always do.
Oh, come on. Trade publications never lie.
Yeah, and neither has Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Everybody knows that these are the most honest, upstanding individuals that have ever existed in the history of ever.
Yes.
I almost threw up in my mouth saying that.
I have some breaking news that is related to film. According to Babylon Bee, the Von Trapp family crosses the Alps into Switzerland to escape free speech. So it's finally happened from there. Climb every mountain. Don't post that damn meme. That's really what it's about.
That's pretty fucking hilarious, man.
Climb every mountain. It's my mother's favorite film. So.
High on a hill stood a lonely goat herd.
It's also the best part of European vacation.
All right, so actually, I'm gonna go and pull the numbers back up again because we have predictions we need to go over real quick.
I'm trying to do some music while it comes.
Okay, well, thank you.
Are you doing
Alright.
Girl of Ipanema?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Come on, you started the sound of music.
Oh wait, no,
Just
no,
going.
no, that's A-Team. I know that one.
All right, we can
18.
stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably doing the show already. Let's talk about the numbers, Talks. What do we predict?
Yeah, what did we? Yeah, could you make that smaller? Because yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, I can. How's that?
That
That
is
was
what she
sarcasm,
said.
douche nugget.
Hey, look, it fits perfectly on the screen. What are you talking about?
Nobody can see it.
You're just old and blind, Culture.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to see it, just like the movie.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's accurate,
Corey's
Corey.
back.
That is
Hello.
accurate.
Okay, so domestic box office for the 4-day opening week was 87,800,000. Okay,
Really
comics
close.
division said 30 or 50 million.
Yep.
Way to sit on the fence.
Those
Culture
hosts are
Casino.
comfortable.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I gave those numbers, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am very biased.
Nuh-uh.
Hate this.
Nuh-uh.
Um,
Totally biased against this movie.
Nuh-uh.
So the unfortunate part is that Culture Casino was the closest at 86
course.
million.
Of course.
Nick Weiser said 80 to 85. Brahma said 60. Jason said 82 to 84. I said 110 million, which it still has a chance.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, we could still get Hakeem Jeffries in August.
We can still get Hakeem
Hakeem
Jeffries.
Well, I mean,
Jeffries
technically,
try.
the numbers do not include Monday, which is
a
the
holiday.
17th, which is a
So-
holiday.
Right. So if it can make another
It's a holiday.
$23 million,
In Cambodia.
and then 70s was 78 million.
Holiday in
Dead
Cambodia.
Kennedys.
Roland said 70 million.
Well, Roland was wrong.
Haywood
So
Comics
was I,
Blow Me
So
was 275 million.
Haywood
So there you go.
Ja Blummy.
Job Blummy. Yeah. So Culture was the closest at 86 million.
Closest to the hole.
Though, as you
Yeah.
say, it's not. That was this.
Well,
we
was
put
that a
4-day
3-day or a
numbers.
4-day weekend we were swinging?
We said
were-
4-day.
We were
Ooh,
saying
4 days.
So
with
we
the
don't
holiday.
have
Okay,
the
but
numbers yet.
is that Thursday a 4-day? Because, I mean, they started showing it at 2.
I don't know.
I'm
So
just
is it a
saying.
5-day?
I guess.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, that'd be 5.
Or Sunday.
No, I mean, technically.
So through 4 days,
just
86
saying.
million.
And Culture Casino, for getting the closest guess, wins a free full body waxing.
No, not happening. But good try.
Live in celebration of his
There is
next
no
milestone
celebration.
for the channel.
That would be non-celebration. That would be
first
ouchie
time.
sensation.
We would just do your ass.
The first
Just wax your
time
ass.
ever I saw your face.
Just like Roland.
Okay.
Wax. It takes a lot of beeswax to
Come on, that's a good song.
wax all his man cracks. One.
Anyway,
Actually,
listen,
Sabertooth
yeah,
Raptor is weighing in. It says my global cap for 310 to 450 million. Sent an email.
Oh no, I
got
think
it.
I think you're closest to the hole with that 450. It's going to be about 435.
Billion. You're all wrong.
Well, considering the worldwide total was 463 for Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Yeah.
Comic-Mania, I think that after the fact, based off of what we're seeing, realistically, okay, completely with my bias aside, we're probably looking at maybe 425 for this movie
Mhm.
worldwide.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Why?
That would
Why?
be a loss.
Why is Avengers: Doomsday and Alien Romulus in the most anticipated movie section?
I
Aren't they
don't
over?
know because Alien Romulus is already out. It's-
Right?
It's not
I'm like,
exactly
wait a minute.
anticipated anymore.
So if it did 425 million, Jason would be the closest worldwide.
Yeah.
I still think it's 1.5 billion.
oh yeah, totally talks. That's happening.
Well, I gave my guess in lira, so
Well, okay. I'm surprised you didn't give it in rupees.
I did it in Irish punts.
Well, it's better than giving it in herpes.
Yeah.
What? Hairpiece?
Did you come back on camera just to say that?
He did. He
Of
came
course
back
he
on
did, yeah.
camera just to give us herpes.
Yes,
Sounds
We
like
have
that sounds like
casino
culture.
herpes.
What?
Yeah.
Spreading the love.
One rash at a time.
Oof.
Oh yeah, hit the like button.
Man, that's itchy.
Spread the word of the stream. Tell everybody you're having a good time, even though you're lying.
I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Whoa.
It's one of my favorite songs. I like Queen. I get to sing
You're
it
a
live.
killer queen.
Okay.
Yes.
Just like some with the word drag in front of them usually.
Hey, who thought that Who Wants to Live Forever would have been, ironic?
Indeed. Yep. So those are the predictions. Those are the predictions. Movie's not doing very well.
I cannot tell you how, even on a technicality, culture getting close just pisses me off.
Well, it pisses me off too. I was hoping the movie did worse.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. When you first brought up those stats and I looked at it, I thought it said 87,000. And I was like, wow, it really bombed. They made 87 grand.
Fucking give it time, man. Give it time.
We spent $1.5 billion making this movie, and we made 37 grand.
Indeed.
At the box office, which means we need to sell off the parks.
No,
they're going to start selling those off.
No, they will basically shutter everything else before they shutter the parks. That's what.
Yeah, but the thing is who's going to be able to afford $3,700 for a single day? Because it's going to go there eventually. It's like Elon Musk can go there.
Far off right now.
Yeah, Elon Musk can go there, but the people that would actually keep it alive,
he can't go there. He's got too many kids. He can't afford it.
Did you see Lorena was stuck on a people mover?
With them anyway, so
Lorena Creel was stuck on a people mover today.
Yeah, I saw that. She's like, send snacks. I was like, what the fuck? Tina Guzman says, did you see Tom McDonald's reaction to Tom Hanks? No, I didn't.
I did bookmark it. So
did you
watch that?
Let me see.
I need that Windows lock up and shut down blue screen of death thing for you on nights when you're fishing for shit.
Oh, that do. You mean
that?
Dun. Oh, okay. Oh.
Actually, I want to get I've got the Price is Right one. Yeah, the dun 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 dun.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Well, we're gonna get back to super chats since I didn't finish those off. TVG Monster gifted membership. Thank you, sir.
Hey, TVG, thank you so very much. It was very nice of you.
Sabretooth Raptor already got that one.
Sabretooth.
Toxic Man Flu gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, he's
thank you, sir.
pretty awesome.
You saying that, Toxic?
For all that money's gone.
You're not wrong. TVG Monster.
Hey, my sewage bill.
For $5. Captain America 4. I'm the worst movie disaster in 2025. Snow White holds my Lord Farquaad here. Farquaad here. That's fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that not looking good for that movie.
That's a movie I would fly down to San Antonio just to watch it in theater with you. That I could make a Sonos song in theater and stream it live of double fuck you, Ian K, for making me go see this movie. Because that movie's going to fail hard.
Dude, I mean, yeah. That's the thing that I find funny about it is that probably one of the most retarded MCU movies ever made is going to beat out Snow White, which was the flagship, movie. For Disney. Yeah, they fucked that up.
There's only one thing can save Disney now. They need to put Song of the South back in cinemas.
Amen. Amen. There's applause tracks for that one.
Yep. All right. Parrot Head for $2 says Culture's Gay Burlesque Show performs better.
Well, of course it does.
Yeah.
I mean, not without my weave.
Yes. Also coming in hot from the Green Machine,
hey, there he
Joe
is.
for $5. Captain Exposition, brave new plot armor was mid. We should have an X-Sam a couple of times by knife. Cattle Prod for his head being showered in kinetic energy and concrete without a helmet. Hail all. Yeah, there's a lot of times where it's like...
I agree with that.
Well, the funny thing about it, it's like everybody kept pointing these things out. Like, and Critical Drinker kept calling him, was like, Black Captain Ant-Man America or something like that. And he keeps listing off like all the things that The characters are basically a fucking homunculus at this point of superheroes, right?
Right.
Or Frankenstein's monster of superheroes, really, because he has Falcon's wings. His suit of armor is made from vibranium, which is Black Panther, Captain America's shield, and Ant-Man's helmet. Kind of
At the end there, sort of. Yeah.
Well, and then there's also Iron Man's nanotech.
And Captain Marvel's tampons.
Yes.
Oh shit.
So basically, what you're saying is their flagship black superhero stole everything from everybody else and called it his own.
That's kind of what they're saying.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Way to play racial stereotypes, Disney.
Is he riding Hulk's bike? Oh my god.
well, I mean, to be fair, I mean,
Theft.
isn't that what that new Iron Heart bitch is all about? Stealing everybody else's shit
Yeah. Oh,
No,
and then making a
Ironheart-
porn parody.
technically
Ironheart
it was
is about
Tony Stark stuff, but
Yeah, she's flexing the inheritance of her dead predecessor. She's like,
What's
look
the
how
one
rich
that-
I am because I didn't have to do anything. It's the woman's dream.
What's the
Yeah.
one they're doing with Bucky?
oh, Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, was that a real thing?
What the comic Thunderbolts?
Was it a real comic? Yeah.
Yeah, there was a comic called the Thunderbolts, but this movie doesn't have any of the Thunderbolts in it.
Remember, I became an adult pretty quickly. And
Well,
stopped
no,
reading that crap.
I understand that. I mean, Thunderbolts is not a comic I read.
Okay.
This is stuff that Gary keeps mentioning. I mean, I could probably go fucking look it up if I really want to. But the whole
Randall
thing
got
with
it
the
right.
Thunderbolts, the reason why it's called the Thunderbolts is because Red Hulk is in it, and it's Thunderbolt Ross. So
Yeah, and there's a whole shower scene and stuff, and like you'll really like it, Tox. You'll enjoy it. The gay shower scene really hits home.
Oh,
okay.
Good. As long as culture was in it.
yeah.
When you're
Maybe-
pouring
maybe-
names, please drop the soap. What do you do?
the close-ups on the rear end, maybe.
We all know culture doesn't use showers. He goes to Turkish bathhouses.
That's true.
I'm really
Loves
starting to
movies
not
about
like
movies.
a lot of you right now.
What?
I kind of don't blame you.
Just because you're the shower stunt double.
But
for,
these are your
the
friends.
Sasquatch.
Oh no, they're not.
Yeah,
It's your
he's-
friends. Oh fuck.
he was the booty double for Red Hulk. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Hey,
Oh, Ella
Put the
Gabulus,
boogie
bless
in your
you,
butt.
Sir. He says,
In your butt.
so glad
Don't
I
blame
stopped
it.
watching the MCU after the first Captain America Hail All. You know what? You know when it was a good jumping off point? Was Infinity War.
What?
Literally everything. Yeah, I'd say everything up to that point was actually pretty fucking good. And then you get to Captain Marvel and everything goes downhill from there, including Endgame.
Yeah, but you
Marvel
couldn't
is
not
really
watch Endgame. You had to really watch it because it kind of wrapped up.
You did. You
You kind
did.
of had to, even if it wasn't that.
But the funny thing about it is that I never rewatched Endgame after seeing it in the theater.
So it's your Joker too.
But the thing is, I didn't say it was good though. Talks.
I didn't say it was good. I said I enjoyed it. Now we all know my tastes. Okay.
Yes.
I
He
enjoyed
likes
it.
it salty
Never wanna
and
see it
sticky.
again.
well,
Yeah.
see, when it comes to Endgame, I took their
nice.
word for it,
Mhm.
and I thought it ended there. And when we got the A Force in the form of an A of ladies, I knew we were fucked. And going from there, we were.
Thought it was the V Force.
No, well, I mean, if you looked at it
It's
from a
inverted
different
A.
direction, sure.
Inverted A, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Well, I mean, the funny thing about it too is that
Oof.
there were talks of an A-Force movie, and
There
obviously-
were.
Yeah, it did not magically manifest. I wonder why.
Well, because they realized that they would immediately alienate everybody, and they couldn't drag us on for another 6 years of bullshit.
They
you
sure
know, I've
fucking
never
tried.
seen Infinity War.
You've never seen it?
No, I've seen Endgame.
You haven't seen Infinity War, really?
I haven't seen Infinity War. No,
Infinity War is actually pretty fucking good.
I had no interest.
Really?
Yeah, it was
why
fucking
why
weird.
would you skip the movie that leads into the end?
Well, okay, so this is how I watched Endgame. was in 5 to 10 minute spurts over a 4-month period. And that's usually how I watch films.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's
They don't hold my interest very long. So,
no, I mean, like, you know, you have a TV on the bedroom wall. You got 10 minutes to kill. I get it.
Yeah.
Talks that TikTok brain.
Yeah, it's in between, you know, watching your guys' bullshit. That I
Oh,
have to
thanks.
follow,
Thank you very much.
stuff
Yep.
in there.
Oh, wow. Let me get this real quick. You see that? Funny thing is, I initially read this as Cry for Chaos, but I guess it's Sigh for Chaos. $10. This is Hail to the Dix Division. This is money. This money is better spent here. You would have to pay me to even sail the high seas for Captain Un-American Brave New Shite.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Shite.
It's funny because that's what Gary was calling him in his review, Captain Un-American, which is pretty funny. He cycled through several different ones, which was pretty funny.
Captain Anti-American, but it's
Captain Anti-American, Un-American.
I super chatted his Sunday show yesterday.
Oh.
Quarter Black Garrett said that Zorbu was on him to get stuff done and do something. And I said, so Zorbu's up Quarter Black's ass?
Well, there is a lot of probing jokes.
Are you sure it wasn't Zordoz?
Zorbu the Greek?
Or Zardoz?
Whatever. But during that super chat, Gary goes, Toxic Man Flip. He says, I'm so sorry you have to work with comics. That's got to be bad. And
it is.
Quarter Black Garrett goes, yes, that has to be awful.
You know, I got a chance to see Quarter Black. You heard what happened to him, right? He got scammed.
Yeah. The funny thing, I told him because
there was a bed. He could have followed. I had extra beds.
I thought it was a fucking joke.
No, it was real, and I had extra beds. Like there were extra beds in the house. You could have come and hung out.
I made a joke about FedExing him a tent.
Yeah. I mean, it would be like FEMA in North Carolina.
Yeah, indeed.
That was a joke.
Also, real quick, Sigh for Chaos gifted 5 memberships.
Hey!
Thank you, sir.
Oprah. You know what we didn't get though was the rim shot I was anticipating. That would be. Thank you. All right.
Well, Quarter Black Garrett could have pretended to be an illegal.
I think
he would have gotten like.
I think he could have gotten my number.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but then if he called you, you might call him.
Oh,
sometime.
Zorbu! It's Zorbu. I'm so
Zorbu.
Sorry.
Okay.
So sorry.
Yeah, I know it's like they have like an alien that watches the show, and he probes Quarter Black Garrett on the regular.
Really?
Yeah.
Ouchie.
I'm just glad QBG admitted he was retarded. I thought he said he was trusting, not retarded. Maybe
everybody's watching to see what you will do.
A little bit column A, a little bit column B, I suppose.
Oh, Darius. So maybe I should watch Infinity War because Spider-Man does get unpersoned.
Yes, he does.
Oh, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Team USA went down to the Swedes.
No.
But
all right, wait.
We're already locked into the championship game on Thursday.
On a Swede?
No, to the Swedes.
Sorry.
Yeah, they weren't exactly putting any effort in tonight, were they?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't either. They're Swedish.
Indeed. All right, let's talk about SNL's. Was it 50th anniversary? Is that what they fucking had?
Yeah,
we do. Because Tom Hanks is a fucking retard.
Retard? No, it starts with a P.
Fans of the Playground? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not pizza. Although you saw that evil book.
Mm-hmm.
Secret Pizza Party. Hello.
Yeah, hold on a second. Roland.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss my ass.
Jennifer Garner, wasn't it? Or?
Yeah. Somebody should look that up. Secret Pizza Party.
Okay. Tom Hanks sparks backlash amongst conservatives for portrayal of MAGA supporters on the SNL 50th anniversary special. Was it really that special?
Not for about 20 years now.
I can't play the clip, unfortunately, because it's SNL. It will get a strike, not a strike, but it will get claimed. Maybe it'll get a strike. Who fucking knows at this point? But all I have to say is Tom Hanks looks like ass, man. Being on the run for your life, evading the U.S. police because you're a fan of the playground must have taken a toll on. I'm kidding. I have no idea if that's actually the case.
How did he
or not.
get back in the country?
Yeah. How did he get back in the country?
Well, he moved to Greece, right?
Yes.
There you go.
And let the jokes write themselves at this point. But apparently, I was not aware of this. He did this. He did another sketch back in 2016, I guess, of this kind of like rednecky character,
Right.
and this go around, he's on Black Jeopardy, and he's afraid to shake a black man's hand because clearly, if you vote for Trump and you stand with MAGA, you hate black people. Never mind the fact that there was increase in black voters for Trump or Republicans in general with the previous election, going up to 3 out of 10 black men voting for Trump. So yes, clearly the whole MAGA thing is full of racist.
Well, the funny thing is, so they did this in the Jeopardy thing before, and he was on Black Jeopardy before with this in this character. So this is a repeat, right? But in the first one,
I guess I don't know. If,
no,
if,
it is. I've seen it.
It is okay.
So,
you have seen it. All right.
But in the first one that they do, he's not all of that,
Mm-hmm.
and he knows a lot of stuff. He's very nice and all this kind of stuff from there. And they're like, oh, it's the anti of what this one turned out to be.
Right.
And I think that this loss really hurt a bunch of these really, really screwed up people.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt them really bad. So we'll see. I think things are coming to a head, though. They're going to find out a lot of this stuff is... At CBS, what the hell? They are just going down the tube. That they have said a bunch of stuff that they could probably get sued and liable for.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing that's retarded about it is, there's the clip, like I said, not going to play it. But apparently the segment did not go over very well. Yeah, the segment meant what calls as callback to the similar skit in 2016 that was initially well received, was met with far less enthusiasm this time around. Shocker, considering the majority of the people in this country voted for Trump. It's amazing that it did not do super well. Yeah, go fucking figure. In typical SNL fashion, the attempt to recapture the charm of the original instead of drained any humor from the concept. It also comes across differently following the 2024 presidential election, where Hanks was a very vocal Harris supporter.
Because he got paid.
Yes. Outkick founder Clay Travis took to X to voice his disapproval, stating that for its 50-year anniversary special, SNL had Tom Hanks play a racist Trump supporter afraid to shake a black man's hand. Fun fact, Trump's 24 election wins was the least racial divisive American election since 1964.
Wait a minute, that's directly correlated with the Civil Rights Act.
Yeah.
How strange.
Yes.
How? Hey, the guy that was not in favor of having black kids in the same schools as white kids?
That would be former President Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Yes.
But he's the best friend that they have.
Oh, no. I think our friends in our friends of the black community will tell you they now realize that the Democrats are not their pals.
Right.
Going
Most
back to the KKK.
Okay, I want to get this one. This is from Link Lawrence. Says Tom Hanks just came out on SNL in a MAGA hat for a bit where he acted like he didn't want to shake a black man's hand. Lauren posted this shows this show wonders why their ratings are in the gutter. Trump won the popular vote. This tired trip of MAGA is racist, is disgusting. SNL is unfunny. Show for snobby liberal elites. Yeah, that basically sums everything up. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. That's right, Tina. Sorry, it just jumped on me. Robert KKK Byrd, who was a good close friend to not just Joe Biden. But
Oh, no.
He was
He was a
mentor.
grand dragon of
Yeah.
the KKK. He was also, here's an interesting thing.
Yeah, that's right. Mentor to Biden and friend to former First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Yes, and pretty much well eulogized, I believe, by
Yes.
Biden, maybe perhaps even Hillary her own self.
Yes.
Now, Rodham comes from somewhere, and just follow that path down the lawyerly road. I'm just saying.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
The
following that
post-election
path.
episode of SNL hosted by comedian Bill Burr averaged 4.4 million total viewers in 2024. That is a loss of half of the 9.2 million viewers it got in 2020, according to Nielsen Research. Yeah. SNL's dead. Late night comedy's dead.
They've
Anything that's
learned
basically coming out of
nothing.
Hollywood comedy-wise is fucking dead. What was that, Brahma?
They've learned nothing.
No.
Literally, none of them can take a lesson from this.
Yeah, I think that's probably the funniest thing about it. And somebody points that out. Maybe it was Dalton here. This is Tom
Dalton!
Hanks.
Hold the ratings.
Yeah, Tom Hanks in the MAGA hat, horrified at the idea of shaking a black man's hand, tells you everything you need to know about the left, what the left has learned since November, and why they will thankfully continue to lose landslide elections after landslide election for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid. I mean, all right. Talking about doubling down to your detriment. Actually, I guess tripling down, quadrupling down at this point. Who fucking knows? The left can't meme. The left can't make comedy anymore. It can't laugh at itself anymore. And they are fucking clueless, absolutely fucking clueless to what is really kind of going on in this country. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So there you have it.
SNL is not even in the it's the 20th top rated show on NBC.
Yep.
Nightly News with Lester Holt is their number one.
And he sucks.
Then The Voice and Law and Order Special Victims Unit. It goes all the way down. So what beats them? Meet the Press. Deal or No Deal Island has
What?
beat SNL. Yes. Night Court, the new Night Court. Holy crap.
Is that still going on?
No, it's garbage.
They got a new one with Melissa
Yeah,
Rauch.
The chick from
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang
Bang.
Theory.
George Lopez has another show.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, he looks awful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He
Tom
looks like
Hanks.
he looks like a fucking crazy lunatic now. He used to look really respectable. Then he grew his hair out. Now he looks dumb. What's up?
Okay. He is a crazy person.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
So SNL 50th anniversary got a 2.53 rating
Wow.
in the 18 to 49 demo.
2.5 rating out of what? Out of like five
They've
out of
been
5 or out of 10?
in that demographic. They have been, and that's the 18 to 49. In that demographic, they've been getting anywhere from a 0.4 to a 0.7 over the last several months. So they definitely did very well in the 50th anniversary special, but that's probably because people turned it in to see who's going to be on. So their ratings are 18 to 49 on the, their last one in January was 4.42. 563,000 people out in the 18 to 49 demographic.
So nobody tunes in to see the current cast. They were tuning into the 50th anniversary to see all the people that were returning from former casts to do skits.
Yep.
Oh, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
there was nothing funny in it.
Yeah.
The old skits are always going to hit hard, and they did.
Yeah.
But anything new? Womp womp ba womp.
See, the thing is, after all that stuff came out about USAID, I can't trust IndieWire, NPR, Hollywood Reporter, AP, Variety, none of these. I can't trust any of them to tell me what the numbers actually are.
Yeah.
Nope.
Right. So you got to go to the raw data and pull that stuff out.
Yeah, that's the thing that's so kind of fucked up about it is it makes you wonder, okay, USAID aside, how much government money has been going to these outlets? Is the Mary Sue getting paid, by the government?
Of course they are.
Spread propaganda?
Absolutely, they are. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the only reason why they're probably still in fucking business at this point. And like I said, I want to say that last Monday I said this. In a couple of months, when you start seeing online news outlets shutting down, you know which ones were getting money from the government.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Deeple
Politico.
101 for $1 over on the Green Machine says, I'm so glad that I didn't watch this trash. Faux American and pseudo world order. I shall enjoy your rage and tears. Long shall be your suffering, joyous be your pain. Comics, did you ever watch the video? The one you sent me? No, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. I do want to check it out though. I do make it a habit to watch Clownfish TV, by the way. Pope Metallic is the first. Says, man, we're beating up SNL like it's Team Canada last night.
Oh,
That's a good one.
if only they had the good sense to become the 51st state.
No.
I thought that's going to be Gaza Largo.
Territory.
Oh,
Yeah.
territory. Excuse me.
Stop
Yeah.
trying to get them to be a state.
No. We you're right. We don't want to be a state. A territory is a territory is a better plan because they don't get to vote.
Exactly.
That makes me very happy because they're socialist as fuck up there. Holy shit.
Mhm.
My goodness.
It's absolutely nothing wrong with Canada that an invasion and annexation could happen.
Well, I mean, isn't like Canada like our France?
No.
I was
Oh.
going to say, isn't Quebec?
Montreal is our France.
Yeah.
But Alberta says they're on board, bitches.
Isn't like Quebec their France?
Oh no,
Yeah,
Quebecers!
Montreal's-
They're
Except
very
the French
different.
actually hate them.
I'm just saying.
I reposted a meme on Twitter. It's like when Americans realize that in hockey it's legal to punch a Canadian in the face. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I reposted that. Thought it was funny. And Gascar comes and, oh, that's funny. I'm like, except for you.
You guys
I
are
would
just
break my hand
jealous.
on his jaw.
You're just jealous of our massive industrial and military power. That's all.
God,
I'm sorry, what now?
I wish I fucking starred this, but there was a funny comment with this guy. He's like, we're not booing your team. We're booing President Trump and Elon Musk and blah 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 blah. It's just like, shut the fuck up. Nobody fucking cares, Canada. It's
Also-
like you have Trudeau as a prime minister. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Oh gosh, yes.
70s. We're honestly really just jealous of your healthcare system at this point.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We're
It would
jealous
be-
of your maid service. That
Who
you call
doesn't want a
healthcare.
gigantic mortality rate to cut down costs? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
just
hey,
smart business, bro.
Hey, over here is our suicide chambers that don't work. Yeah, step into one of these so we have to choke you out later.
It's okay because the alternative is we're all going to starve to death up here anyways. And so it would be mass made for everybody.
Mass made.
You know
I'm
that
not kidding.
what-
Prices
what-
have gone up $1 or $2 on everything in the last week.
Yeah, but it's not because of tariffs like the liars up there are
No,
telling you.
it's because the Canadian dollar plummeted.
Yeah,
Well,
why
they-
did that happen?
Hey, I'm not bending it. I'm just saying it's happening.
Okay, so as you guys know, there was a plane crash that happened in Canada where a Delta plane, and this is impressive, by the way, really fucking impressive, landed upside down. Nobody died, and there was 13 people that were injured.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking impressive.
Oh,
The pilot thought it was Australia.
it's just a bit
I
to
don't
make
know,
that-
but legit, props to the pilot for landing it upside down. Everyone's surviving. And then you know what happens? They immediately blame America, specifically Trump, for what's been going on with the FAA, and basically saying that the cuts that were being made are to blame, even though it happened in Canada.
It was Canada's air traffic controls.
That's because they're already assuming that they are a territory.
And
So-
I want to say this dovetails into Tox's clip.
So this is a clip I just saw
Holy sh!
of this woman leaving the plane. So you can see the flight attendant here, right? And they quickly go out and you see the plane here. And this is one of those smaller Embraer jets, like the one that the helicopter crashed into before. So here we go. If it's too loud, let me know.
Everything, drop it. Come on.
Put that phone away.
Yeah, because we
Look
don't
at
want
that
you to
shit.
film this. We don't want people to
Is
know
that
how.
fucking insane?
Holy fuck. Oh my.
That's
it's pretty
that's
crazy.
great commentary.
I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of how this happened.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea how it ended up upside down.
Well, I mean, they had no landing gear.
Well, Corey nailed it. It's because they thought they were flying to Australia.
Well,
He said it.
even if they had no landing gear, you can still land a plane, and not upside down. God, that is
Yes.
crazy.
Godzillionaire mentioned that there are talks of high crosswinds too.
So
And
landing
high
on the
cross-
roof was better.
It must have
No,
been
high
frightening.
cross
Well, no,
high
in
crosswinds
fact,
could
it
have
could've
flipped
flipped
the
it.
plane.
Yeah,
Must have
Yeah,
been
or
incredibly
a
frightening.
wing tapped the ground and
and it flipped over.
Flipped over.
Oh.
flipped as it was landing.
Well, hey, first and foremost, great job.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah, they'll
fucking
make
A,
a
dude.
movie out of it.
Yeah, that's freaking amazing.
Yeah, maybe Tom Hanks will star on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? He's
Alex
probably
said
going to wear a
something
red
pithy.
MAGA hat.
That was funny.
you know?
Randall sent me something.
Okay, what do you say?
Scottish kid with Tourette's. Oh, it's 4.5 minutes.
All right, so
Okay.
Southern Bell says that they had 40-mile-an-hour winds
on the ground. That'll do it, especially a plane that size. And if they're not laden down with a lot, like how many people were on the plane?
I don't know, but I think TC Burton is right. X-wing girl, X-ray girl was the pilot.
Oh, she was busy
Hey.
making chili today.
Yeah, she
didn't have
was.
time to fly.
Was there snakes on a plane?
Was there?
Heyo.
Took me a while.
Did
to
I
get to that one.
say it was better to land upside down? No, that's not what I said.
Maybe.
It's
They don't
definitely
know.
a
Better than
lot.
exploding.
It's a lot cooler. Like you look a lot cooler if you can bring it in upside down. You're like, what's up?
I said I have no idea how it got that way. I said it's impressive that he landed it that way and everybody walked away.
Yeah.
Literally everybody
Jesus,
climbed
yeah.
out and walked away.
It must have been pretty frightening, that's for sure.
Oh fuck, I bet. I mean, I've been in a plane where we had maybe like a I don't know, 10, 15, 20 foot like drop because of like turbulence.
Turbulence.
And that's fucking scary, okay? When you
That's
drop
only
like
10
10
feet.
feet. It's only 10 feet. So I
Try
can't imagine
dropping
going,
1,000 feet.
Yeah, I can't imagine being like, wow, we're coming in upside down. 1,000 feet?
Well,
Do a
yeah,
backflip.
that's a problem. But if it tapped the runway, you were right side up, and then you weren't anymore.
Yeah.
The world's most expensive bouncy ball.
It was, but we dropped over 1,000 feet on a plane flight I was on because of turbulence. It was like, hey,
Were
we're
you
going to
zero
experience
G?
some turbulence, and everybody's drinks are going to hit the ceiling. That was fantastic.
I never had anything that crazy, thank God.
Wasn't that because of a massive internal pressure increase suddenly next to you in your seat?
No. I mean, it wasn't that fat chick that was trying to get in that lift. That's not what happened. No, it was all of a sudden, like, there apparently wasn't as much air as we needed under our wings anymore. So lift had
Climate
decided
change.
to
It
not be
fucking
there.
disappeared.
It was climate change.
Yeah, we went.
Definitely was.
It was like that was a bitchin' roller coaster, dude. Not really, because like seriously, there was not a drink that was not spilled. It was crazy. It was nuts.
Yeah, dude, I think I would never fucking fly again after that.
It was pretty wicked, But I know I still got in a plane again.
Had some nasty turbulence coming out of Denver multiple times.
Yeah,
I
dude.
refuse
Dude.
to
Okay, so
fly through
first of
Denver.
all, you know what happens in Denver? They literally have to make your plane fall. Like to come into that airport, it's like
happens in
straight
Phoenix.
down to the depths
I
of
was on a
hell.
Southwest flight. We had to go around 3 times because the heat coming off the tarmac wouldn't let the plane lose lift enough to land.
Oh my
culture. God. How else are they going to get its souls sacrificed to Lucifer? I mean, come on, man.
That's true.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, when you come into the Denver airport, it's like, it's dumb. It's like, hey, we're going to put this airport in the middle of like mountains. Enjoy.
I swear, every time I've gone to the Denver airport
on top
and
of an ancient Indian burial.
I drive past the Lucifer statue, I swear you hear dissonant whispers.
Oh man, so I flew into Kentucky and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. By the way, the Cincinnati airport's in Kentucky, just so you know. So we're flying in there and I'm like, oh cool, at least if we hit the ground we'll be cutting the grass. It was crazy. That was nut bar, because it's got really weird winds, but we were like just bouncing all the way in the air. It's like, that's cool. Yeah. So, by the way, they have retarded o'clock like terminal shit at that airport. I don't know if it's the same now, but like you go to the middle of the runway for the terminal, and then you have to get on a bus to go where like you could get your luggage. It was crazy. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm getting off the plane here to go
where?
There?
Yeah. I want to get this from Tree Rock Creations real quick. It says, was the pilot who landed the airplane upside down a DEI hire? I doubt it.
Well,
I'm gonna go with no, because everyone fucking lived.
Yeah, everybody lived.
But Brahma, I am kind of curious on your thoughts about the Denver airport, though.
Yeah.
Which part of it?
The luggage system,
all the crazy stuff underneath.
Yeah, all the crazy stuff. The weird New World Order fucking murals that they have there.
Trying to get from point A to point
everywhere.
B. Yeah, the fact that they actually have a statue, it's funny because the Broncos, but the fact that you literally have a nightmare horse,
that killed its maker,
that killed the artist that created it.
Yeah. It's an interesting airport. I fly out of Colorado Springs.
I would
like,
too.
I hear that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm with you, because that place is bonkers sauce, man.
Yeah, and it's so far outside of Denver even. I mean, it's ridiculous trying to drive there from here to catch a flight. You've already done 2 hours of your trip just getting up there. So I fly out of Colorado Springs.
That's like the one thing I thought was really interesting, because I did live in Colorado for a brief stint, and specifically Denver, and so I've gone to the Denver airport, several times.
Yeah.
When I lived there, and that was the one thing I thought was really odd about the new airport, is like it is literally in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they put it all the way outside of town. It's like from actual Denver, it's like
it takes
20
forever
mile drive.
Yeah. And okay, at the one end of the terminal, there's a hotel. And the reason there's a hotel, is because they delay you all the fucking time in Denver.
Well, there's a Gaylord right next to it now.
It like literally there are times when you're like stuck in Denver for a day. It's like, okay,
it's a hotel.
It's like the Gaylord Hotel, the giant self-contained city.
Yeah, well, by the way, the Gaylords are amazing. I mean, the Gaylords know how to live it up. Like you know what, we probably should bring Mike Harlow on here to talk about the Gaylord hotels, but no, it's tremendous. It's fantastic, and he'll be okay with that trip. But that's fine.
Is this supposed to be the punchline?
Nah, it was. No, but I have to tell you, dude, I have to tell you, in person, Mike's the coolest dude on the planet. So if you get a chance to meet Mikey,
I have not met Mike Harlow.
He's great, man.
I briefly did. I think I briefly met him on Brahma's show.
No, that's not me. I mean, in person. Like, to give the guy a hug. You know what? He might need a sandwich. He's a little thin. I'm just going to say that.
Okay.
I mean, he is like, he's like the Sabra of. Okay, maybe not.
Did you know that she had cancer as a child? That's the reason why she's so short.
Here's the point at which I mind. I don't. All that's fine. Just wow.
No, I had no idea, because I was watching Gary's video and he mentioned that. I was like, yeah, I was going to make a bunch of short jokes. Then I found out she had cancer as a child. That's the reason why she's short.
But somebody I respect said that she could headbutt a doorknob. And I was like, that's a skill.
Yeah, well, indeed. So I don't know. You can follow this under rumors, but apparently Zendaya has been tapped to be in a Star Wars TV show or something.
Yeah, but she's been tapped a lot.
No, nobody's doing to tap that.
Dude,
No, she had to do something to get where she is.
Hey, look, that whole show, Euphoria, is about her getting tapped. Come on, bro.
I would never know.
But
I've
people
never
only
seen
watch
so-
it to see Sydney Sweeney get tapped.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason.
There's a lot of things you can watch to see Sydney Sweeney get tapped.
Calm down. Respect her.
What?
Indeed.
I have no respect for whores.
Respect the Sweeneys. You have no respect for what?
Whores.
She's a whore?
She's a whore?
She was a hoe for show.
Well, she makes money and she gets laid to do it. So, I mean, that's a whore.
Okay. I don't recall
Just
her being in any prawns, but okay, whatever. So anyway, there's speculation that they're going to be doing a Mara Jade series, and they're going to have Zendaya play Mara Jade.
That is the worst casting ever.
Fucking stupid.
Okay, I saw this and I responded to it. I said she ruined Dune and all this stuff. Somebody said no, she didn't ruin Dune. Denny ruined Dune. I said you're right. He never should have cast this person in anything that needed acting skills.
Oh, Jesus.
But my sister is the nicest, sweetest, kindest person I've ever met. The complete opposite of who I am. She knows Star Wars better than Drunk 3PO, and I would say she's on par or maybe knows a little bit more than Star Wars Theory.
What about Ryan?
I don't care about him.
Excellent.
Short, angry fucktards that don't shut up. I don't care about it.
He's not short.
Ryan is the Spider-Man of Friday Night Tights.
Oh my God.
No, he's a wonderful, sweet man or boy or whatever. The radiation did a lot to him. So anyway,
he's a Mekon, isn't he? A Mekon.
I know. I mean, he's got 3-foot testicles and a 1-inch dick. I know it's hard when you're next to those things.
Wow.
I'm gonna stop going.
Wow, dude.
I know. Next time I meet him, he's not gonna. He's gonna punch
He
me. in the
might say
balls.
bad things about you.
None of it's true. He's fine. She's
think
the
Ryan
sweetest,
watches
most
us?
wonderful person. She knows all of the EU, all of it. And I asked her about this. I said, "Hey, they're thinking about doing Zendaya for all this stuff," and she goes, "Oh, good God, no!"
Yeah.
Which is tantamount to swearing for my sister at that. So this is probably the worst thing they could do is put her or Freckle Jesus or any of these people in this for Mara Jade.
Okay. Mara Jade actually has some thickness. Like, she is not like wafer thin mint.
No.
You
Well,
know.
considering I think this is actually a picture of Mara Jade with Zendaya's face plastered on it, so
Yeah, it's not actually
obviously.
that.
Obviously, you can see that this character has boobs rather than a 12-year-old boy's body. So I mean, there's that.
All right. Well, as much as I'd like to beat up on Zendaya because she's terrible, I need to go. So
Okay. Yes, the dead man for 199. CC is Gaylord.
it's true. By the way, if you ever get a chance to stay in a Gaylord Palms in the wintertime, stay in the one in Orlando. They have amazing decorations and celebrations. And as Brahma said,
Casino
it's like
loves
going
Orlando
into a
babes.
city because they're like all this giant glass enclosed, like massive amazingness. So yeah, they're very good.
It'd actually be a good place for a meetup.
Yeah, it would be actually going to a Gaylord. Hey, it fits in perfectly with our group. Anyway, let's see. Okay, lights are going off in my office, which is a bad sign. Yeah, check out my channel. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe right now. Do it. I'm trying to get to 100K by the end of 2025. We are getting there, but it requires you and you turning on the notifications bell and actually watching my videos and then sharing them out there and saying good things. Or just commenting, because actually I try to comment back on a lot of comments. I mean, I do that. Not like anybody here looks at their comments. More
I
likes.
answer every comment ever made in all my videos.
Okay, like I said, I'm losing power apparently in my office.
It's not the only thing you're losing.
Anyway, well, thanks. All right. So I want to say thank you to all of you who have been checking out my commentary. Apparently, I've said some things, and some people are not thrilled. So yeah. So check out my channel. And
Why
I don't
are
know anything
people
else.
not thrilled?
Well, I mean, I have opinions. Sometimes they're not popular. I mean, it's like,
He's being
It's
a
like
drama queen.
people in your audience that don't like your opinions, or is
Oh,
this like
no. My
random
audience
cats and
likes my
buyers?
opinions. It's outside of my audience. They're super unhappy with me.
Oh, when you hit the logarithm.
Yeah, I get definitely logged.
Okay.
Get the bomb rhythmed. Anyway, do check me out. And for the 600, almost 600 of you, good for you. Good gravy. What's going on with this show? I'm going to bed. So
Okay.
night.
And to facilitate you going to bed,
He likes Orlando gays.
I have a source that says he glues pubic hairs to his chin. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all right. A source close to Culture Casino says that he glues pubic hairs to his chin. It's a merkin.
Yes.
That's
Chin.
impressive. That's
Yeah.
an impressive length.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. It
Wow.
kind of is. Yeah. Indeed. Anyway, back over to the super chats. Cypher Chaos for $5 says Zendaya as Mara Jade? Question mark. What's next? A 4-foot woman guarding the president? Oh wait. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. That's
Very true.
retarded. Is
She
completely
was
retarded.
4'1". I'll have you know, good sir.
I
Yeah,
thought she
get
was
your
like
facts
actually
straight.
5'2", but maybe she's shorter than that. I have no idea. Southern Bell for $2 says I heard TMF moaning when Lady Gaga did Dick in a Box.
Mm-hmm. She also did It's Not Gay if it's in a 3-way with
Okay.
that group. Yeah.
WG for $10 says you
Here's the man.
guys. Oh yeah. Well, I skydived from the space shuttle once, so top that.
they
You
do
did?
have their dick measuring contests on this channel a lot. Like,
Mhm.
who had the worst experience in DIA? Everyone.
Everyone.
And we all suffered because of it.
Indeed. Pope Metallicus the first for $5. I haven't seen an adult as thin as Zendaya since
Doc. Oh.
Doc.
Oh.
Oh, Doc. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Mm.
Oh. That one stings.
you're gonna burn.
That
Yeah.
one stings. Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah.
That was
Wow.
Okay.
That's some striped pajama stuff right there, baby. Great movie, by the way.
Oh, boy.
The Boy in the Striped Pants. If you want to get something that really makes you think and tugs at your heartstrings, it's a good movie. Watched it once, don't ever want to watch it again. Not because Joker 2 stuff, but it just kills you.
Oh my God. Did you guys see G20? The trailer for G20?
No.
Oh. God, that is awful.
Oh my God. Or they're trying to make fucking what's her nuts?
Viola Davis,
Viola Davis. Yeah.
an
Oh my.
action star.
Yeah.
They thought they knew how the election was going to go.
Yes, clearly. Maybe you should have waited just a tad for that
Like
one.
South
Oh my
Park.
God. It looks fucking bad. Like legit fucking bad. Yeah, it goes right along with the string of female former military badasses that they're trying to push out. Is like the next Jurassic Park movie with Scarlett Johansson being like former military.
The protection for the group.
Yeah, the protection for the group. Now Viola Davis is going to be the president, who is also who's in the military, and she's going to save all the G20 countries from terrorists.
Was she a file clerk or what?
No, she's supposed to be the president.
Yeah, but I mean, you said she was in the military.
Former military. Yes.
Maybe she went and helped deliver the mail during World War II.
Yeah. Makes her an instant hero.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. There is a lot of Big Mike comparisons, by the way. Yeah, Big Mike does Die Hard. I wonder if we can actually. It's Amazon. I don't think we could play Amazon trailers, can we? Do we get
Not
claimed for
sure.
I mean, does it
don't
really
think we
matter?
can. Wasn't Halo on Amazon?
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they nuked everybody who played Halo previews or trailers.
Really?
They got to learn to not care about that stuff. They
Well,
really
it's
have to
fair
stop being
use.
so sensitive.
Yeah.
And the reason that you put out your art and that stuff out there is to be critiqued. And the ones that can't stand the critique are the ones that stop doing it and go hide in their basements.
Well, the funny thing about it is, like, if they were to swap her for like, fuck, I'm totally blanking on his name now. British actor.
Otto
Was it
van
Luther?
Bismarck.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, thank you.
Hmm.
If they were to swap her for Idris Elba, I don't think he would have a problem with it.
He's not a woman, or is he?
Who knows?
Uh,
It could be in a
yeah.
future near to you.
I just
No, if they were casting Big Mike, Idris Elba would be the guy to put in that role.
yeah.
I think.
I'm not going
If
to
it
play
was the
it.
character was Big
I'm just
Mike.
going to show you this from IMDb.
If they were casting Big Mike, it'd be Ving Rhames.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This picture right here, I just can't take it serious. I really can't.
Oh, I watched this and it's amazing how badass the president is. It's kind of like what was it? The White House has fallen or White House down or whatever from there. Jamie
Olympus has
Foxx.
fallen.
Yeah, yeah, and he just turned out to be the president. Just turned out to be this badass. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely happening.
I mean, we just saw a president turn into Red Hulk.
Yes.
And before that, he did punch somebody. Before his security could get there.
Yeah, you know, because like if gotta watch out for those 82-year-old men because they're such badasses.
Yeah, single punch knockout.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted,
All this happen all the time, especially from the president.
Yeah. I'm sure you could justify it saying that he was in the process of hulking out, but yeah, still, it's just
Right.
God, dude.
Oh, speaking of presidents, I found this to be a little funny here. So here's Obama. It says 8 years, 0 scandals.
Oh, did you see what
then it
Jeff?
got
Then us
community
noters.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, did you
however-
see what Jeff responded with?
Yes, being libertarian, 11 NFL seasons, 0 scandals. Yeah.
That's great.
Jeff
like,
Charles posted like all the scandals. He goes, he's like, I'm really sick of seeing this shit. He's like, and he
Yeah.
goes, and the last one is wore a tan suit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that shit was fucking funny.
Yeah, I rated that note before it got put on.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, they keep wanting me to rate that stuff. I'm like, I'm not on this that much.
Oh, I thought you actually applied for it.
I did.
Oh,
And
okay.
I did it during the beginning and all that stuff. And then it just got to the point where I got tired. After Elon Musk came back and got everything, and it's just, and they wouldn't give me my original account back, I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I just go on because I get tortured.
I like how about every 8 months, somebody will be like, pull up one of our old threads and be like, I don't know who this is from because it says that this user is no longer around. And it's like, it's Toxic's first account. You can see everybody who's on it. And it's like, yep, you immediately know who is the one missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
But they just randomly pop up every now and then in notifications. Anybody know who this is?
What did he
Retard.
community note?
No, it wasn't community notes. It's just
My
some of
first
his old
nuked account.
tweets.
Stuff
Okay.
that you said that nobody can.
Oh, okay.
Nobody
I
can
am
figure
put
out
out.
who it was that was saying things or had started the conversation because he
gotcha.
doesn't exist anymore.
Gotcha. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, they
WG.
nuked that account from space.
Yeah. WG gifted $5 5 memberships. Thank you, sir. Indeed, right down the toilet. Much appreciated, sir. Much appreciated.
Oh man, Tom Hanks bombed so hard on SNL. Amos took credit for it.
Was that a tweet or did you come up with that yourself?
Steve Byrne, comedian, came up with that.
Oh, dude.
God, that's a tweet.
That was fucking brilliant.
Whoosh.
Yeah. The Dead Man for $4.99. Tox gifted me a membership for someone. I don't remember who, but thanks.
You're welcome. I'll give myself applause.
Well, you click the thing to be able to receive memberships, and there you go. That's how it happened. Save Tooth Raptor for $2. My preferred Mara Jade is Karen Gillian.
My preferred Mara Jade is don't touch it.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah.
Stop Star Wars now.
Yeah, no, okay.
Stupid.
Right there with you, buddy. Right there with you.
I don't know if it's real or
Metallicus
not. Oh,
first.
go ahead. Sorry.
For $5, I will accept no less than the dearly departed Michael Clark Duncan as our favorite first lady, you bigots. Yeah, R.I.P. Michael Clark Duncan. He was taken too soon from us, man. He was a great
Green
actor.
Mile. What a great film.
Fucking loved him. Even though I'm not big on the race swaps, I actually thought he did a pretty good.
His Kingpin was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just the rest of the people in the film that sucked balls.
Well, and a lot of it too is that a lot of people were complaining about it. It's like, I was like, who else could actually play him?
There's not a lot. In Hollywood. Really,
it's like,
there's not.
We have the current guy now, but back then we didn't. He was the best pick in that time period, I think.
I don't know if this is real or not, but this is ballsy. Trump reportedly keeps showing White House guests where Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky had sex. That's funny.
I could totally see Trump doing that.
I really can see him doing it. And this is where Bill got his blowy. He got his Hummer right over here.
Over here, his the Oval Office.
There were two blue dresses.
He got blown by that slut Monica Lewinsky.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's fucking epic, Pope Metallicus. All right. Deeple 101 for $1. So apparently, Shira Haas, Sabra is 5'2". Yes, that's what I heard too. Is she taller than you comics and or culture? I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna say she's definitely taller than culture because culture's not here to defend himself. Yeah.
Yes.
That's fair.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, the funny thing is, like, my wife's sister is 5'2", so she's just as tall as my wife's sister. Also, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'm going to bed. Have a good night, all. Hail, chat, and panel. Good night, Deeple. Take care.
Night, Deeple.
Yeah.
Southern Belle for $2 says, "How did Rings of Power get renewed for season 3? It's called They Spent the Money Already.
The proper application
for
of
5. Yeah.
That's how it happened. They already spent the money. There is a theory going around that this actually might be the final season, and they will break it up into parts to meet the obligation for 5 seasons. So we'll see. But yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise as much as that we're all kind of like hoping it would get canceled. No such luck. No such luck. WG for $10. Hey guys, my last super chat came off a bit harsh, so I'd like to say my bad. Anyway, kidding, you guys are gay.
Had us in the first half.
No givesy backsies. You apologize. That's what I got from that. So anyway, the Dead Man for $1.99. I remember now. It was Admiral Teague. Thanks, Tox.
Yes.
Admiral Teague. Who the
Star
fuck
Wars.
is it? Oh, Star Wars?
Yeah.
I don't remember Admiral Teague. Yeah. Drawing a blank.
Oh, look for real.
Was that the guy that Vader choked out in Return of the Empire? Empire Strikes Back?
New Hope.
New Hope. Well, no, I mean there was the guy that he choked out. There were several people he chokes out. There's the guy in the where they're meeting with the, I don't know if they're Moffs or not, on the Death Star. And he chokes that one guy, but doesn't kill him. And there's the other admiral. He fucking like totally.
So Admiral Teague in the very first one, okay, he was the one that didn't have any faith. Well, Vader, your people haven't found
Okay,
the
that
planets
was
also.
Teague. Okay, so that
While
was
they were at the big round table, he's
Yeah.
yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I watched
First
Star
name
Wars.
Cassio.
Cassio Teague. Side for Chaos for $5 says she's 5'2". I didn't know they stack shit that high.
Oh God.
Oh man,
They do.
that's awful. I kind of feel bad for her considering she had cancer as a child. That's the reason why she's so short. But I don't know what my wife's sister's excuse is being 5'2", but you know, whatever.
It's in her
WG
genes.
for $20. Okay.
there it
All
is.
jokes aside, you guys are good dudes, even Dallas Stars fans.
Oh no.
You're the
Boo.
best.
Boo.
Thank you.
Oh, it's better than the candy canes or whatever they're called.
Candy canes. That's funny.
Did you guys see
how-
the Ryan Reynolds tie-in to SNL?
No.
Yeah.
I
It
just
was
saw,
kind of funny.
I saw
It was.
pictures and he just looked. Someone said that he looks like he's aged 10 years in a month, and he really does.
a little bit.
What have you heard?
He looks rough, man.
Yeah, they had Amy Poehler and what's the other chick's name that was on 30 Rock that used to be on SNL?
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey. He raises his hand out in the crowd, and they call on him, and they said, "Hey, Ryan, how's it going?" And he goes, "Great. Why? What have you heard?" And Blake's sitting right next to him.
Oh, that's actually
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's something Hollywood used to be able to do, along with actors. Used to be able to, laugh at themselves. It's like the whole thing with the opening for Naked Gun 2.5, where Zsa Zsa Gabor gets out and slaps the cop car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
are we doing 33 and a third
Yes, we're
tomorrow?
doing, no, next week. That's
Next week.
Yeah.
33 and a third. So those of you that are at the $5 level or above, it's does it take my money, damn it? And yeah, you can come and watch. I'm sorry, totally lost my train of thought.
No, it's fine.
Decade Pigeon, we're also on YouTube. Channel is Comics Division.
Oh, is this somebody on Rumble?
Somebody on X asking if we were also on YouTube. Or if it was
Oh,
only
okay,
on
yeah,
X.
okay, that makes sense.
I guess we could post the link on X.
Yeah, we probably should. Southern Bell for $2. Give me the meat and give it to me raw. Toxic Man Flu to MF.
Yes, that is me.
Oh, to Mrs. Flu. Sorry. Okay, there we
I
go.
definitely say that.
Yeah. That's I'm looking forward to the ambiguously gay lines coming from Durin in season 3.
The ambiguously gay dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you need to make content about something, and you're making content about some really, really boring video games. That one life
I'm
simulator
playing
game.
really boring video games.
Man,
Yeah.
those are.
Oh my god.
All I can say is I've seen you play these things. I still don't get why you guys are doing this.
Well, the funny thing about it is that that one game, Eternal Strands, I actually found playing VOCard to be more enjoyable than playing that game.
Well, because I was watching you play that, and you looked like somebody with a 30 IQ trying to have sex with a doorknob, trying to fight. It was just so bad, and I'm like, One-Eyed Wong. Watching Corey play One-Eyed Wong, that was hilarious. Watching you play this real life simulator game. Oh, I've got to go over here.
You
make
talk
this
about
potion.
yeah,
whatever
Kingdom
the fuck.
Deliverance 2.
Yeah, that one. I got to do this. Now I got to walk 20 miles, and you're actually walking 20 miles. And
Well,
I was
because the funny thing about it, the reason why is that game is a medieval life simulator. Okay, it's not an action RPG, right? Which is the reason why some of that stuff is done the way it's done. and I actually find playing that game fun. There are things I find frustrating about it, which is the combat.
Combat was
And
awful. Yeah.
The funny thing about it, well, a lot of it is that tutorial when it shows you how to fight. I've been watching videos about combat in that game. They're like, yeah, don't fucking listen to that tutorial. So it's like anytime you riposte somebody, they kind of riposte back, and you kind of have like this back and forth. And a lot of them, they say like the best way of doing things is to feint.
Okay.
And to try to remember what what they called it. It's basically where you go in tight, and it's basically you're in really close, and that. Yeah, there's all these different things to the combat that makes it easier if you know how to do. The riposting actually works a lot better with animals, because it's funny, on Friday after my wife went to bed, I ended up playing KCD2 for about a couple hours, and so the next time I stream it, I won't be at where I left off, and there's certain things I'm kind of getting the hang of, and like I said, I've been watching several videos that kind of like really kind of get into, okay, it's like you want to get good at this game, this is how you do it. And yeah, that game is fun, but there are things that are certainly frustrating. What's up, Comics Dad? He says, hey, Comics Division and crew, just getting here after a multiplayer Monday. What games are we talking about? Okay, so we're talking about two different games. There's one game I've been playing called, well, I played it last week, called Eternal Strands, which I'm not going to play again because I found the game to be really fucking boring, more boring than Failguard, and I found the combat to be a little frustrating at times, especially when dealing with those invisible assholes I was fighting, and it's like super repetitive. The funny thing about it is that Souls games can be repetitive, but they're fun. Like when you go to an area and all the enemies respawn. Where this game, it's like you do a thing, you go back to camp, and you have to go back out and do the same thing again. It's just like, okay, at least with like games
like eternally doing fetch missions.
Yes, and it respawns all the enemies. Now, like I said, I don't have a problem with respawning enemies, because there's plenty of times in Black Myth where I'll just, unless I'm like grinding for XP or something, I'll just fucking run past them. Right, because you could do that. Where this is a little bit different, and it's like when I was fighting that fucking Colossus, and it's like this is the fucking second time I have to do this, and it's kind of frustrating, and not in a good way frustrating. It's an annoying frustrating. Where like with Black Myth, it is frustrating because you have to get good, right? In order to beat certain enemies, and there are certain enemies that have like really bad hitboxes. Which it is annoying, but overall gameplay is fun as hell. It's challenging, and that's where the level of frustration comes in. Is it being challenging and not being good enough to beat the boss? Sorry, Brahma, you're going to say something.
No, I just said it's also pattern recognition in games like those.
Yeah,
and honestly, you have to have kind of the right character build to get past some of the bosses in that game.
Right.
You can force your way through it, but it's also one where you can completely respec and the fight just becomes trivial.
Yes. That I found to be very helpful, because like the boss for chapter 3, I fucking took out really fucking fast, and it was because I was using the Spellbinder build, and I just did not have much trouble with that boss. Where the final boss for 4, kind of a pain in the ass. And yeah. I'm really curious to see what kind of build you did to get past him.
I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah,
I've got all the footage somewhere. So
yeah, I've tried several different builds, and so far, fuck no.
It's been so long since I've played it, I can't even remember which boss it is.
It's the 100-eyed Taoist. It's the centipede guy.
Okay.
You remember where you're fighting all the spiders? Yeah.
There's an item that you have to get that makes that second phase easier.
Yeah, I have that. I have the Weaver's Needle. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just that there's fucking hate. By the time I get to the second phase, I'm like, I have like 2 doses left on my gourd. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah, I'll have to look up what what my build was for it because it didn't give me much trouble.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So I also suck at Souls games, but there's that.
I also play a lot of Souls games.
But I really, I have, well, okay. So like my introduction to Souls games was Sekiro. That is
The
like,
hardest
that's a bad,
of them.
yeah, that's a bad place to jump in, bro.
yeah.
You'd be
Dude,
better off starting with Dark Souls 2 or 3.
But Sekiro is such a fun game, though.
It
Holy
is.
shit.
It is. I won't
It
argue
is.
with that. But if you want to like ease into a Dark Souls style game or anything like that, like number 2, Dark Souls 2, because it is the easiest of the 3 in my personal opinion. It's also the
Nobody
most
likes
fun.
it, but
I once they fixed it, it was fine in my personal opinion. You know, it was like they messed it up on launch, and then a lot of people gave up on it, and they didn't come back after they had fixed it. But
it's still the one I play the most.
yeah, same. And personally, I love Wo Long. A lot of people complained about that one, but like that game is all timing. Like if you can't get the timing down, then you're not even going to make it past the first boss. And my brother gave up on that, and he loves Dark Souls games. So
yeah, I want to say I made it more than halfway through Sekiro. I have it on the Xbox. Actually, I have it for PC, but it's fucked up. Or I would have been playing it again for whatever reason. What I need to do is uninstall and reinstall it because there's like some weird shit going on where like I can't do certain things. I think it's not collecting the gold properly to be able to level up. Yeah, it's weird. It's broken on PC, or at least what I have. It's kind of weird. Yeah, at least my copy is broken. Probably should just uninstall and reinstall and see what happens. But
it really is the hardest of them, though.
I had no idea. That's fucking hilarious.
I was saying
the reason why I bought it was the fact that the games journals were fucking complaining about the game. I was like, dude, if they hate this game, it has to be great.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's just a completely different fighting system than anything else that they do.
Yeah.
Because this is all parrying and counterattacking.
Yep.
The rest of the games, it's more pattern recognition and not necessarily having to parry.
Yeah.
It makes it easier if you can. But so if you can get through Sekiro and learn how to parry there, then you're probably going to be pretty good at it in the other games and probably breeze through them, or at least through most of the game, and then just have a couple bosses to give you a few 5 or 6 tries, that kind of thing.
You'll really enjoy Blighttown when you get there if you ever go back to Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's favorite place.
Yeah.
By everybody's favorite, you mean everybody hates it?
Yes.
Yeah.
From Software, in every one of their games puts a swampy area that slows you down or poisons you. And
Blighttown did both at the same time, and like the enemies were like so intermittently dispersed yet dense that it was obnoxious.
They do that
and,
with
like,
Rot in Elden
really
Ring.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they toned it back.
Is the thing there.
Comparatively, Blighttown's still worse, in my personal opinion. Like,
yes, because not only is there poison, but all the enemies shoot you with toxic darts. Toxic is the 3 times stronger version of poison. So your health bar just zips straight down to 0.
And you're dead. And you're over. And like the discovering the back way through Blighttown, like where you didn't actually have to deal with Blighttown right away until you were a higher level, was so nice. Just getting straight to the spider boss, because the boss is easier than the level.
Yeah.
Like it's
by a lot.
Yeah. That bridge. Traumatic flashbacks, bro.
I'm debating on what I'm gonna play this week. Whether if I should just do a replay of Space Marine 2, or if I should do The Witcher 3. So
I can take a look at my build and send it to you, and then maybe you can just try it out on stream.
Well, if I do Black Myth, I'm just gonna start over.
Oh, okay.
To stream it. That way, I'm not like jumping in the middle of fucking nothing.
You're just scared that you'll get in there and then fight the boss for 2 straight hours.
Well, that
then go back to
happen.
first 2 areas
That's
and
the
grind
reality.
them. I started streaming Baldur's Gate 3 today. Baldur's Gate 3 stream. I'd never played it before. It was interesting.
Davida
got a lot-
says
have a lot
Space
to
Marine
learn.
2 looks good, but I don't want to play that one either. It's fun. It's a great fucking game. Sorry, Brian, I stomped all over you.
No, it's all right, mate. You're reading out chats. But I was just saying, I started streaming Baldur's Gate 3, which I'd never played before. And I'm not really a turn-based game guy, but the RPG elements look so good. I thought, well, I'm going to try this now. So,
Yep.
Lot to learn, I think. A lot to learn.
The one thing is, are you're playing on PC, right?
PC, yeah.
Okay.
But with a
Mods.
controller.
Oh
not with
yeah. Okay. I didn't. That's funny because I've been doing keyboard and mouse with that one, but I've been using controller for everything else.
I'm just so stuck in my ways with the controller that
yeah.
I don't think I
Same.
could change at this
Me
point.
too.
Same.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing about it is that there's a lot of good fucking mods because like if you're familiar with 5th edition D&D at all, they don't have like all the subclasses set up. The one thing I really like is the Kinsai Monk, and that is a mod you can get for the game. There's a lot of fucking cool mods.
Within the game menu itself, there are mods that can be.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's all of them or whether there are other ones.
No, there are other ones. But
Okay,
yeah, I've been using the ones from in the game rather than going to other modding sites and manually installing them.
Yeah, it's funny because I thought I might just try. I love using mods in all the games I play, but I thought I might just try playing this without them for the first time, just to get that vanilla experience, and then go back and install some mods. I don't know if that's a good approach or not. You know, whether I should have said, man, fuck it, let's get some mods. But then I'm kind of going in blind because I've watched a couple of videos on it, but that's it. So I wouldn't know. I'd have to do some research which mod is good or which isn't good. I thought, no, I'm going to go into this blind and just play it. Other than knowing what I wanted to do with my character creation, beyond that, I knew very little about what was going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get this from Dearest. Baldur's Gate 3 turns me off because they changed Baldur's name and has nothing to do with the original games. It's a backdoor Planescape game. The side characters are ugly. I think Shadowheart's cute. Lae'zel is, well, she's Gith, which is understandably why she's not attractive.
And I say my character, even though it's a male Elven Ranger, has the best ass in the game so far.
Oh, wow, Lindsay. She says, I just finished Mass Effect 3 for the first time. A must play with a happy ending mod. Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
If it fixes the end of it, then it's got to be better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I got my Mass Effect t-shirt on tonight. So.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Mass Effect t-shirt. I played it originally without the mod, and I got through. The funny thing about it is that I want to say we ended up switching Xbox games, or consoles, for whatever reason. Like I think something actually happened to it, so I lost my previous save games, and so I was like, I'll just do this one dry, right? Just playing 3, and I was like, well, I haven't played FemShep yet, so I played FemShep. And I was like, I got to the end. I was like, that's it. It's like we only killed like 3 or 4 Reapers. That's it. Like legit. That's fucking it. And oh shit, I was just like, fuck. And I because I didn't have my original save games or any of the things, I literally got like the shittiest ending possible for a dry run of that game. It's just like, wow, okay. It's like I couldn't get the. Not that I like the synthesis ending. It was either domination or destroy. It was the only 2 options I had at that point. So
I have to say that I spent quite a lot of time at a con with Jennifer Hale, who voices FemShep.
Yep,
he was great lass, a lot of fun.
Oh, you actually met her? Wow, that's cool.
Oh yeah, I had this T-shirt on at the time as well. So. Yeah. But I spent 2 or 3 days at this con, and we hung out a lot. Not in an intimate way. Don't get me wrong.
No, I know what you mean.
But she's a good laugh. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, she's a very good voice actress.
Oh, tremendous! Yeah, absolutely tremendous. So if you ever get a chance to meet her, I'm assuming she still does cons and stuff, but Also, the voice actress for Liara, she's a nice lady as well.
Mhm. Yep.
Are we saving He-Man for Thursday?
Oh shit! No, we can talk about it. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Or-
flagging a bit here, so I may take the opportunity to drop out, alas.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was going to
well,
say
I-
the
well, I-
same thing.
Pull
Yeah.
that up.
Or you're going to
Oh,
lose
go ahead.
everybody. Sorry.
Oh, boot you losers.
Oh, well, yeah, it's been real, man. Just tomorrow night, I don't think there's no, you're not doing a members watch
No,
along
no,
tomorrow night.
tomorrow.
Anyway, so obviously Tuesday night, Nick and I do Toxic Tuesday on his channel, and we're doing Bill and Ted. The first Bill and Ted tomorrow will be the movie, so everybody can swing by that.
Excellent.
Enjoy. Yes, that should be a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. The only other thing I'd like to plug is, yes, we will be back on Saturday, I think, Brahma, with Bourbon and Boarding, with a few things to talk about, I'm sure.
Indeed.
Indeed. So, yeah, other than that, have a great night, everybody. Good to see you all.
Hell yeah, good
Take
seeing
care.
you, man.
And
Cheers.
we'll get this punk and punch both of you out at the same time.
Hi. Yeah, check me out, Talks a Lot Entertainment on YouTube and on Rumble. Make sure you follow me on both for What the Food and some video game streams. I have been playing Alpha Protocol on an asshole playthrough, being nothing but aggressive towards people. But I think this week I'm going to flip back to Wolong and screw around a little bit there. I want to grind up to 50 before I go see Lubu, because you're supposed to be at level 30. I'm at level like 35, and I honestly I want to be at 50 so I can stomp his punk ass, because he's supposed to be the hardest, and it took me 37 tries the first time I fought him. This second playthrough, I'm going to shoot for a 1 try. Single kill on Lubu. That's going to be great. But anyway, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay sexy, don't get murdered, and as always, have a wonderful time.
It's good seeing you, man.
Yeah, it's good being here, bro.
Later, bud.
See you.
I'm pretty sure they're leaving to go have gay sex. It's the
Was
best I could
awkward
do.
how they left together.
Yeah.
I
All right.
did see the door together. Lots of that.
Indeed. All right, let's talk about the fucking He-Man movie. Holy shit.
Right.
Or series, or what the fuck
I'm
is
pretty sure movie.
it? Yeah, okay. Bad news. He-Man movie set images confirms rumors. I had no idea what the rumors were. Apparently, they're setting it on Earth.
Well, the pictures are of him on Earth.
Yeah.
But after reading through, basically the plot is going to be that somehow he crashes to Earth in a spaceship and gets separated from the sword.
Yeah.
And then he's going to find the sword and then get whisked off to Eternia to fight Skeletor.
Yes.
So depending on how much of the portion of the movie is on Earth versus over there could be what makes or breaks whether anybody's interested.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be the last 30 minutes of the movie where he's on
That's
Eternia.
my guess too.
Yeah. I saw this. I saw the set photos like on Twitter, and I don't think they have
the ones with the cops.
Yeah. They don't have the one where she's holding the sword. I saw that. I was like, what the actual fuck? And I saw him wearing the pink shirt. I was just like, oh my God. So yes, they
sometimes accurate isn't that necessary.
yeah, that's true. Especially when it looks fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. So this is basically the plot of Superman, except he leaves Earth.
Yeah, except the sword takes him back to back home. Yeah, I'm not sure. I am looking forward to seeing Allison Brie as Evil Lynn in Evil Lynn's outfit, and seeing Morena Baccarin as the Sorceress in the Sorceress's outfit. So,
wow,
those are the two things I can say I'm excited about for the movie.
Did they like hire real cops or something? Because like none of these people look good.
Maybe he insulted somebody.
Maybe
it is in London, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is Which I found funny, right? Because it takes place in London, and the whole thing with the sword. I was just like, oh Jesus, that's like way fucking on the nose. It's like they're arresting him for mean tweets. That's the one right there where she's got the sword, and it's just like, dude, this is He-Man.
But the pink shirt and white undershirt looks so bad.
I mean,
What the hell?
I don't remember if this is like the original actor that they hired, but if it is, it looks like he actually fucking bulked up a bit.
Yeah, he does look bulked up, but I don't know. He doesn't look all that He-Man-y to me.
No, not in the slightest. And I want to say like the original photos I saw of him, it just looks way fucking worse.
CG.
Yeah. Oh,
And if they're that accurate with his Earth dress, I hate to see what kind of bondage gear they put him in as He-Man.
Oh,
God. Oh my God.
Could be disturbing.
It could be fucking disturbing. The fucking like fur underwear and the fucking, you know, like you said, bondage shirt.
Yep.
Yeah, some things are just not gonna fucking work right. Just make him look like a barbarian. Just give him some leather pants.
Oh man, I
boots.
missed that. Jesus was in the chat. Hey.
It cracks me up and cracks him up that you keep fucking up his name. But yeah, that's plot sounds awful. The pink shirt is obvious nod to the animated series, which depicts Prince Adam wearing pink before he transforms into the most powerful man in the universe. I don't know how to say this guy's last name.
Galatzine?
Galatzine, yeah. Also sports blondish hair, and he does look like He-Man, kind of. However, that Earth setting comes off as repulsive. I would agree with that. This is the plot that is going around. It's awful. It's basically what Brahma said. So I'm not going to reread it.
Yeah, because I basically just got the information from this article. So
for those of you who had hoped for a good He-Man movie or TV series or whatever the fuck this is, you ain't getting it.
Yeah, it was the next paragraph that's a little bit weird because they're saying there's obviously been a couple iterations, but the Revelations version of Master of the Universe and the comics themselves, and we're very much treating our script as a Bible. I don't know how to interpret what that is supposed to mean.
Yeah, I have no idea. I had no idea either. There's something funny I saw on Twitter today. It was a cartoon kind of making fun of Kevin Smith, and he's holding a Tila figure and a He-Man figure. He's like, which one's He-Man? I think it was Tom that retweeted that. I was like, yeah, it's fucking accurate. Just a tad. Yep. All right, folks. I'm gonna go and pull up Sabretooth Raptor's images that he sent over, and then we're going to call it a night.
Oh, and by the way, you saw who's doing the movie, which studio, right?
No, I didn't.
Amazon.
Oh, yeah. That's known.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd forgotten whether it was Netflix or Amazon, or I thought it was something different. But yeah,
They've done so well with fantasy series so far. So
yeah, they really have. Yeah, kind of did fucking everything up at this point. It is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, they honestly need to stop.
Yeah, Bezos was desperate for a Game of Thrones, and he's not gotten anything close, and he's just destroying everything in his wake. So
he's desperate for validation. I find it very odd that someone that's made that kind of money and started the whole cloud computing craze with Amazon Web Services, which over time and through studies has turned out to not save anyone any money, as they said it would. You actually spend way more money by putting your stuff in the cloud as opposed to self-hosting. But I digress. Why someone like that needs validation at this level? Is it? You think it's kind of like
He's
Jerry
not as
Jones.
well known as Musk or Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he's just jealous of that stuff. It's like Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys. He didn't win those Super Bowls. Jimmy Johnson did, and he's been trying to do it ever since.
Yep.
And he hasn't made playoffs in all those times.
Well,
He's going to have
I think
to
a lot
die.
of it is it's ego, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's all
where-
ego.
Ego and insecurity. I just remember, it's like been articles written on Jeff Bezos maybe like a decade ago, talking about just how I'm not gonna say what a fucked up individual he is, but it's like, dude, you're pretty much, with the exception of Elon, one of the probably the richest man in the world, one of the richest men in the world, and yeah. Maybe he has a small dick. I have no clue.
Likely.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is one of the ships that Saber Tooth Raptor sent over. Interesting design. I have to say, this one's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that one.
And this is it's kind of like a bulk cruiser looking thing.
I could see that as a landing craft or
drop
a shuttle.
Yeah, or drop ship.
Shuttle.
Yeah. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Thank you, as always, for sharing.
Osmo said, "Don't forget Bezos's hooker-looking fiance."
Oh God, yeah. The one thing I thought was funny during the inauguration, where you had reptilian boy staring at her boobs, and it's like, oh wow, he's not an android after all.
He's a real boy.
He might actually be a real boy. Yeah.
Everybody was staring at her boobs, though.
Yeah. Well, when you just wear a bra and a coat, I mean, come on.
Highly appropriate.
Yeah, indeed. All right, man.
Well, tomorrow night I'll be on Mad's new channel. That is actually the name of the channel, where we will be doing Madapap, where we break down a story that he has picked out and written a script for, and we pause after every paragraph. So that one's an interesting one. Wednesday, got the Christian panel on Carrie Smith's channel, and then the midweek hump over on Shag's channel. Thursday, I'm going to be a little bit late over here because I'm going to do a watch along with the championship game between Canada and USA. So I'll be doing that on my channel. Then Friday is Sin and Art, Saturday Bourbon and Boarding, and then Sunday the Bullpen. It's going to be a busy week.
Indeed.
Good to see y'all. Cheers.
Good seeing you, man. Madden Flu.
Hey, well, okay, it's Monday. We're not doing anything tomorrow. We're doing it next week. Naked Gun 33 and a third. And then we'll be back here Thursday night. There's going to be plenty to talk about this week. There's a lot going on. This crazy stuff. And as they keep peeling back all this money, where it's going, they cannot trace where $4.7 trillion went.
That is insane. I saw that.
No receipts.
I saw that. It's crazy.
And that's the only way that a lot of this crap got propped up, because none of this stuff is profitable, right? You're starting to see YouTubers quit and really having a problem, because if you're not entertaining, people aren't going to watch you.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. You're seeing, nobody's watching this shit. Nobody's watching SNL. None of that. And the only way that all that stuff happened is they propped them up with all that money. $4.7 trillion.
That is absolutely fucking insane. Well, and the thing that's crazy about talks is the fact that the left and the Democrats are freaking out over the fact that they're going over and
oh yeah,
they're more upset about Elon doing it than they are about what they're finding.
Yes, that's the thing I find so fucking crazy.
Okay,
about it.
Cory Booker went after Elon Musk today or yesterday, and Elon Musk came back. He said, "Well, how did you make those $8 million over the last couple of years on your salary?"
Oh,
right. He's like, "Why don't we take a look at that? If you could prove that, it's fine." Fannie Willis put in like $3 or $4 million last year, or $2 million on a salary of 110,000 or something like that
Into her mattress?
into her.
Because she doesn't believe in banks.
And no,
Yeah.
it's in her bank account. Her bank account is slushed through that much, and you're like, when they start following this money, and they're going to catch Republicans, Democrats, and all that stuff, you're going to realize we just sent so much money overseas.
Well,
and so much money in industry that we moved out. The U.S.'s only thing that we produce now is government. So the federal government has become the same as the state of Illinois or California. All they do is produce government from there, and it really sucks.
Well, it's the reason why the people that are going to be freaking out the most and the loudest about it are the ones that were basically on the take.
Yeah, the ones who stand the most to lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is they keep making this fuss about Elon, and it's like, how many czars have you guys appointed over the past 2 decades? It's the exact same thing. He's got 18 months. He was given a mission by the president. He's essentially the audit czar. I mean, do we need to give him the title to make them understand?
Yeah. Do we need to give him the title of audit czar?
Well, he's like in the movie Dave, which was a Democratic president, right? That came up, the guy died, it came up, did all that stuff. He brought in his friend who was an accountant, and he balanced the budget in 6 months. You're like, okay, that's what they're doing here, and they're fighting this so much because of the laundering, and Europe's making fun of J.D. Vance for saying that you shouldn't jail people for saying something that might offend somebody else.
Oh, God, his response, holy shit, were they, oh, fuck, I don't know.
His response to a couple of
I need to see if I can find this tweet. It's fucking priceless.
JD's response?
Oh, yeah. He fucking owns the shit out of some dude. I know
what you're talking about.
But it was about the whole thing with free speech.
The Mark Caputo. I got it here.
You got it?
Yeah.
Did you see Europe's response?
No. This isn't Mark Caputo. It's somebody else.
No, they called a whole nother conference afterwards and have Zelensky
Yeah, that's
there.
it. That's it right there.
And they basically Zelensky is calling for a European army now.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time
fine
this
with
happened,
us.
I'm fine with it. You destroyed yourselves, and the U.S. came over and won the world for 100 years. So go for it.
Yeah.
So this guy, hey, J.D. Vance, I know you're busy lecturing European free speech, but have you seen this? And this Mark Caputo, President Trump's decision to limit AP reporters' access is as much a fight over the Gulf of America as it is protest of what White House advisors say is years of liberal word choices that AP's influential Scott book, whatever. And Vance goes, yes, dummy, I think there's a difference between not giving a reporter a seat in the White House press briefing room and jailing people for dissenting views. The latter is a threat to free speech. The former is not. Hope that helps.
Such a fucking brilliant own, too.
Well, the thing is, this is just common sense. That's all he's doing is coming out and just popping people for common sense. Yeah. And they can't do anything about it. And what he did to that 60 Minutes, what Rubio did to that 60 Minutes reporter when she was talking.
Margaret Brennan?
She blamed the Holocaust. She blamed free speech.
On free speech, yeah.
For the Holocaust.
Oh my
and I was like,
so
my
retarded.
God, you
That's
idiot.
been a talking point they've been circling, for about 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah, the people that literally burned books, it was anti-free speech. Yes, that's right. The Holocaust was because of free speech. Fuck you.
And I just, all these people are driving on, say, if they, like one of the Krasn scenes said, if they get rid of the IRS, there'll be nobody to audit Americans. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point. Well, then somebody will commit
he's
fraud
saying the
on
fucking
me.
quiet part out loud because they're like, oh, nobody's going to go after the Americans. These are to deal with millionaires and billionaires. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, 87,000 new agents was not ever going to audit people.
Yeah.
They didn't get
at gunpoint.
That 4.7 trillion that they can't find. They didn't get that from millionaires and billionaires. They got that from us.
Yeah.
Right. And when you get that tax back, so you get, oh, look, I got a check from the government for $1,000. No, you gave them a free loan of $15,000 to $30,000 last year. That's what you did with your taxes. And I'm still pissed off that I'm still paying my property taxes for a school system that sucks this bad.
Yep.
With stuff that's there. And Gary said something on Sunday that I've been saying for a while. It's local. And I'm glad, Gary admitted, he said, look, I didn't vote local. I didn't do the school board. I didn't do all that stuff. He goes, I was wrong. That was a mistake. I need to vote and do this stuff. And
he has been, right?
He has been. When he got to Texas, he started doing that. He's been in that. And that's what it takes. You have to want to participate in self-government.
Well, one of the things, too, that he's pointed out is that part of the reason why we're in the state that we're in currently is because of Gen X, right?
Yeah.
Because,
we're apathetic.
We're apathetic, but we've also had some people that have contributed to the issues. So,
yeah,
it is what it is. I mean, I've done my damnedest to vote. And it hasn't been more till my later years where I really paid more attention to local voting.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so fucking important.
So my great grandma was forced marched out of Mississippi to Oklahoma. And my grandmother, who was mostly American Indian, didn't put us on the rolls. And I've told this story before, but I asked her why. She didn't do that when I got a little older. And she said, because every time the government puts your name on a list, people die.
Yep.
Right?
That's accurate.
And she said the national stuff and everything doesn't matter. So she lived through the Dust Bowl. And I hate Franklin D. Roosevelt. Not because of all the crap that he did and other stuff, and the things that we could talk about, the progressive movement and all that junk. During the Dust Bowl and during the Depression, Roosevelt didn't give a rat's ass about anyone that was being hit in the Dust Bowl during the Depression. So that's Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, all that stuff. He didn't care. He cared about Chicago, he cared about the East Coast, and he cared a little bit about the West Coast. That's where all the money went.
Yeah,
the people in the middle of the country died, starved to death, and all that kind of stuff because they didn't care. So I've never given a shit about what anyone on the East Coast thought. Never cared about the government, never cared about the federal government, DC. That was always the enemy because they proved themselves to be so to my family, right, while we were there. So we had to take care of ourselves. So that's what came around. Vote local. They all told me it doesn't matter what that idiot, my grandmother said it's Carter, said that smiling peanut farmer, she hated Carter. What he does there, it's the local people. You got to vote for your mayor. You got to vote for the people in government. Those are the people that will execute those illegal orders.
Yeah.
If you don't vote in the right people.
Yep.
So I've always voted in everything. And I've voted no for every single school bond issue that's ever been out there. You don't need my half-penny sales tax to build another damn school.
Yeah.
You don't need that. We spend $48,000 per student. And we are the lowest of all the, what they call developed countries.
And
there are other countries that are beating us that are spending less than $4,000 a year.
Department of Education, man.
Yep.
And
look how our scores have fucking dropped after the Department of Education.
They funnel a lot of money through there. The only thing that's kept up the comic book industry is because they've been laundering and funneling money through Scholastic.
Yeah.
Because you're paying $300 for a book that was written 20 years ago in college. And so that whole college scheme and all that, I'm going back for my master's, and the school keeps sending emails. We don't know what's going to happen. They're going to cut funding and all this stuff. They're worried about all these bullshit degrees that they're making money off of from people from other countries coming in on these student visas, and then they just disappear. They never leave.
Yeah.
That's going to cut all of this laundering that's been going on.
Well, I was going to say, I think the big thing that, and again, I'm fucking stating the obvious, right? The whole Elon thing that's going on right now is really going to expose the rot in this country on where our money goes. And the whole thing where our tax money doesn't pay for anything. Okay. You know what our tax money does is it deals with inflation. It takes money out of circulation. That's the whole point of taxes. Has nothing to do with our government's ability to go and pay for something, because what they do, they fucking print money. That's what they do.
Right.
Yeah. That's how modern monetary theory works. You fucking print money, you tax to take that money out of circulation, to take it out of people's pockets, not to actually use that money to pay for shit.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. I would say, not just over the next 4 years, over the next 8 years, to see what the ramifications of what Elon and Doge is doing. Because I think that they're going to try and root out as much as the right as possible. And when the right people get back into power, you're going to see it come right fucking back.
Well, it's validated Thomas Massey.
Yeah.
It's validated
Rand Paul.
Rand Paul.
Mm.
Right. It's validated these people.
Yep.
And during World War One, the whole Fort Knox thing with all the gold.
Yeah.
You know how they got all that gold?
They stole it.
No,
Confiscated it.
they did. They stole it from the American people. They
Yeah.
came through during World War One and World War Two, and they took all the gold. They didn't ask. They just came and got it, and said, "We need this." Blah blah blah, and they melted it all down and put it there. So either they've been getting more from other places and stealing it there, or it's all gone.
I don't think there's
One of the
anything
two.
there. I don't think there's any
Gone.
gold
I
there.
don't think there's anything there at all. But
I think if anyone's to expose it, it's going to be Elon.
yeah, that they won't let a senator go to that. Right? Senators can get into any facility they want. They have oversight. They won't let them get in there, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Trump Hedsketh has to go through and destroy these places, these chain of commands, where they don't let these people in. And Trump, by doing that, and Brahma said something I thought was very prophetic when they were talking about Trump saying ending birthright citizenship, right? Why did they do that? Because they wanted it to get up to Supreme Court, and it would bring people out of the woodwork.
It
Right.
would happen.
And
It
all
went
this
to
stuff,
Supreme
what they
Court.
do, and all these people are coming out.
Yep.
This latest judge that blocked him dropping U.S. aid
Mhm.
is getting $8 million a year from U.S. aid.
Oh, no shit. No wonder he wants it stopped.
Well, that's a conflict of interest that he's supposed to bow out from, and
Right.
it's supposed to be on the ethics stuff. Well,
Yeah.
Soros
Mhm.
came in and went for the DAs and the lawfare first, and that's what he's got to clean out. So he's got to expose these judges to make it so egregious that the House of Representatives have to impeach them
Yeah.
and get them out.
Mm.
If that is the one thing, and that's Brahma had said that and triggered it for me thinking that is the one thing he has to do
Yes.
in these 4 years. Going after everybody, doing this, making the funny stuff and everything's doing fun. He's got to reverse what Soros has destroyed in our legal system that led to the Fannie Willis and all this stuff and these things that did to him.
Well, and it'll wrangle in the legal system, because the more of these district judges that bring these cases that are just frivolous against the executive branch
Mhm.
for things he has the power to do, the more it consolidates the power back within the executive branch instead of the judicial. So
Right.
the Supreme Court's going to have to step in at some point and be like, yeah, all of you down there, knock it off.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're going to have to do it. It truly becomes a constitutional crisis that forces Robert's hands, because
Right,
Roberts,
it's coming from their side, the constitutional crisis.
Roberts is
Not
only
that he's
seen-
making the decisions, but that the judges keep trying to block the executive from having any power.
right, and they've done 9-0, 9-0, 9-0, and 3 decisions around that stuff, because they know if they overstep, they'll just shut it all down.
Let me get this real quick from
Yeah.
TZ Burton. It says Article 1, Section 9, Clause 7 instructs executive department to ensure all public monies are regularly accounted for.
Yep.
Mhm.
And Mark Santos is right. Roberts doesn't want to do it. Roberts is in on this crap.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court should be hearing about 2 to 3 times the cases it is right now. All of the gun law stuff that I was hoping was going to get picked up at the beginning of this year isn't going to even be looked at until the beginning of next year now.
Yeah. Well,
So, and you knew that's what's going to happen.
mm,
You still have to fight and you still have to do this stuff. But there was a case here in Illinois where the FOID card was declared to be unconstitutional for somebody who has a firearm in their home. That was a case that was 12 years old. Guy came into this woman's house. She had a .22. She defended herself. and they arrested her because she didn't have a FOID card for the gun.
It's fucking
It's like,
stupid.
it's not a right if you can tell me when I can exercise it
Right.
from there. And so in that case, in the home, I don't have to have a FOID card. Well, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. Yeah, but the Supreme Court with Roberts and Amy Coney Barrett is Satan. And literally, she is a harpy Satanist and at heart. And it says once you walk outside, that's not the case. Your rights end once you walk outside your house.
It's fucking
Protect
stupid.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
All right.
Bondi's not.
Which-
Bondi said the same thing. I don't know why people think that these are great people that he's put in place. With Comey Barrett was a fucking travesty, and Bondi, no, she's anti Second Amendment, and she's got problems with the First Amendment. I don't know why people think she was a good choice at all. So,
Yeah. I'm not
She
sure.
wasn't the
I
first
digress.
choice.
Yeah, she wasn't.
No, she
All right.
wasn't. Yeah.
All right,
Matt Gaetz
guys.
needed to stay away from hookers. No, he did. That's it. You want to do good for this country? Stop paying for sex.
Yeah.
All right? Stop
I
doing
agree.
it.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, gents and chat. We are out of here. Here is some credits. Not gonna do a gaming stream tomorrow. Working on my review for Captain America: Brave New 1984. So hopefully we'll have it out Wednesday, maybe tomorrow, depending on how quickly I'm able to get through it. And then Wednesday will probably be a gaming stream. So on that note, we are out of here. Enjoy some credits. We will see you later.
Here's your review. It sucks.
Well, you gotta tell people why it sucks. By the way, this music was created by Toxic Man Fluid's cover band.
Yes. They're called Bickleback. ZZ Top. Okay. I was driving through Memphis to get some barbecue. It was close to where I used to live. We go to this dive bar place. Because that's where you get the best barbecue. Band's playing. They're like, they sound a whole hell of a lot like ZZ Top. A friend of mine goes, that's Frank Beard with ZZ Top. Practicing their Eliminator stuff. At a dive bar. Just, oh my God. We had quite the time.
That's fantastic.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I sent Roland the duet. Put him in his chain. He's gonna embarrass himself on a daily basis. The thing about the AI stuff is we don't get claimed.
Yeah, I know. That's the great part of it.
You know,
So irritating.
the other thing I was thinking about today,
What's that?
the fact that all of these protesters for the left never seem to have any jobs. How much taxpayer money has been sent to them to basically make their job protesting? Are we going to see the protests suddenly stop because suddenly the money dries up?
I don't know. They had a pretty large protest recently.
Yeah, they had major ones today and yesterday.
I would not be surprised. I think you're right that a lot of that money that they were funding what we thought was Soros is actually coming from our own government.
Yeah. Government's buying stacks of bricks and leaving them on the side of the road.
Yep.
Well, Harry Bowles will find that out. And I think that was a stroke of genius. to hire some guy whose handle was Hairy Balls.
Big balls.
Big balls.
Yeah.
Hairy
That was
balls is what Elon changed his to.
I think I made jokes about Push Cresser 69.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Changed by Hale, get hired by Elon. Yep. All right, folks. Good night.
Who's
We
Long
will
Dong
see you-
13?
We will see you next time.
Later.